Alright guys, welcome to another video of learning English. So in this series we will be learning verbs. Verbs are words, those are action words. So for those of you who have difficulty in understanding this concept of verbs, look at it this way. When human beings started speaking, the first thing they did was give names to everything. So if you look around, if you carefully observe your surroundings, everything has a name. There is a specific name assigned to everything that is surrounding us. Even if we discover a new star or a new galaxy or a new planet, the first thing that we do is name it. So this obsession or obsessive compulsion that we have of naming things is natural. So obviously when there was this birth of language, the first thing that human beings did was name everything. That we like to call it as noun. But after naming them, they started performing some actions. Hence, we needed verbs. So in this video, we are going to learn a few verbs that are derived from a few roots. In the previous video, we covered malus and bonus. Okay, bonus means good, malus means bad. Okay, so here you can write benefit, that is a good, some advantage that you can take out of it, or you can write benevolence. Here you can write about. Alright, so these are the two roots that we have learned so far. In this video we will focus on another root, another Latin root that we like to call as, not we, it is called as, that is dico or dictus. I'm sure you must have heard this word frequently. It is used as a root in words that are usually used to convey this idea of somebody telling you something. Let me write a few words having these roots and it will make it clear for you. Okay. So first one is, I'm sure you've heard this word, dictate, dictation, dictator. Okay, so dico or dictus, it simply means to say something. Getting it? So now let us use this root to make some words, and these are everyday words that we use. Now that you know that this is the root of that word, it will become easier for you to remember. Keep in mind, in the English language or in the language of English, it is not enough to know the meaning of the word. You must know how to use it correctly in a sentence, in a proper context. Alright, so when you know the root of a word, it helps you to use it in context. And that is the purpose of this video series of Learn Some Verbs, because verbs are like the bedrock of your vocab. The more verbs you have, the more polished, more articulate your speech will be. So if you're looking to level up your language, if you're looking to polish your language, I would suggest you start adding to the verbs in your vocabulary. Alright, and you can use this video series about verbs. Simply just sit down with a pen and a paper and watch these videos, note down the meanings, start using them in a sentence, start including them in your day-to-day life. This is one observation that I've made in my past 5 years of experience as teaching English to students is they will keep this knowledge to themselves. They will not use it, they will not actually apply it. Alright, so whenever you use a word, try including it in your day-to-day speech. Try speaking it, try experimenting with it. Alright, yes, let's come back to this word, that is dict. I'm going to write a word that will quickly bring some recall value, that is predict. Predict obviously means to say. Pre means you're saying something that is going to happen, that is, or you already know it. So that is predict. Another word, let's look at another word that is using the same root, that is contradict. I'm sure you guys have heard this word very frequently in your day-to-day life. So contradict, yes. Contradict also uses the root of dict, which means to say yes. Contra means against, to say against something. Hence we use the word contradict. Alright, there is also another word that we like to call as addiction. It also uses that same root. Addiction means diction means to say, and add means to say yes. So to constantly say yes to a habit is what we like to call as diction. And hence, okay, now coming back to these roots of malus and bonus, if we combine these two roots with the root of diction, we come up to two words. Malediction, benediction. Okay, diction means to say something, bene means to say something good. Okay, to say something good is benediction, to say something bad is malediction. So we combine these two roots. Alright, we are going to learn another root in this video. Let me just clear up the screen. Yeah. It's very important to have a good number of words in your vocab because yeah, it helps. Okay. Next one is volo. Volo, that is VOLO. Volo means to wish. Okay. To wish as in we will come to it, meaning to be willing. That is the meaning of this Latin root, that is volo. Let me just take a few words such as voluntary, when you do something out of your own will. Involuntary, that is you added a negative prefix, that is in, and the word becomes the negative so it reverses its meaning completely. So if voluntary is using your own free will, involuntary is completely opposite of that. Volo is the root over here, which means to wish. Alright, now how does this help you with the previous two roots of malus and bonus? Okay, you might have come across these words: malevolent, benevolent. Okay, volent over here comes from the root of volo, that means to wish. Bene comes from wishing good for people. Your malus, male, comes from malus, which means wishing bad for somebody. So malevolent means having bad intentions or bad will against someone. Benevolence or benevolent means to have good wishes for people. Okay, volo is also used as a word like in these words: voluntary, involuntary, or there's also another word of volition. Okay, when you do something out of your own volition, as in when you do something because of the dictats of your own free will, not because somebody else asked you to do that. So these roots, the volo or dico and dictus, they combine with these other two roots, Latin roots of malus and bonus, and they form a variety of words that we have included in this video, that is verbs. That's all for this video. These videos specifically are for students who are preparing for exams such as GRE, SAT. These exams are usually they go very heavy on vocab. They have specific questions that test your vocabulary. This might also be helpful for people who are simply just looking to level up their English game, polish their language a little bit for their furthering their professional gains, and so on and so forth. These videos are also for people who are elders who still wish to learn this language, because let's face it, every other content or majority of the content on the internet is in the English language. So if you want to interact with that content, you must have a decent hold over this language. That's it for this video of verbs. Thank you for watching. You can look at my other pages on Instagram and X. You will find some useful content over there as well. Thank you for watching.